Hey, welcome to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast, a member of the Pharmacy Podcast Network. I am Tony Guerra, and I am going to talk to you about a couple of questions that I got, so please feel free to send your residency questions, whatever they are. I am not affiliated with the College of Pharmacy, so I am like Hard Rock Cafe, love all, serve all. I don't have to just make sure that my students go to residencies and jobs and things like that. And so that makes it kind of like I'm Pharmacy Switzerland. I'm neutral, happy to help you with those questions. And you can find my information at residencyhelp.com. And if you still need help with your LOI, I'm still helping people. Maybe this will be their Christmas wish or something like that. But go to residencyhelp.com for my contact information, whether you have a question or want help with your letter of intent. So the two questions I got, and I am totally stealing this from your financial pharmacist, where you just ask me anything about residency, and I will tell you what I know or I'll put it on Facebook and I'll find out from other people. But one thing I won't do is tell people your name unless you explicitly say, tell people I asked. Because maybe this is personal to you, or maybe you're embarrassed or something like that. So with YFP, it's a little bit different. Hey, do I put my money in a SEP or do I put my money in an IRA? It's completely different than, hey, I've got this question that I'm a little embarrassed to ask, but hey, I won't tell anybody who you are. So let's go into the questions I got. So first of all, will I get a pharmacy job if I don't get a residency? And I'm an international student. Can I do residency? Or an international pharmacy graduate. So let me answer the first one. Will I get a job? So the best way for me to answer that is, and I put this on the residencyhelp.com website. So if you go under jobs and under employment data, you can find your College of Pharmacy, and hopefully I have the most current link. It's incredibly difficult to keep this page up because there's so much goofiness going on. So for example, one pharmacy school updated 2019, but their numbers were so bad they took it down, so they now are in 2018. One pharmacy school took the data out completely about employment, and now they're in the do not publish employment. Now they only put residency data up. One school, a number of schools have updated. They had not updated since 2017. I've tried to update those as best I can. Some schools have moved from surveying students at graduation to surveying students 6 months out. So one school has data from 2018, but did the survey in July of 2019, 14 months after graduation. So it's just really hard to nail this down. But now we have, I want to say, just under 30 schools from 2019 graduates kind of saying, well, how are they doing? And what I'll do is I'm going to focus on Wisconsin because I think it's probably one of the best ways to do it in terms of giving graduates a fair assessment of how they're going to do. But the most important thing, I guess, to know for you guys is ACPE, the accrediting body, does not, and Student Loan Planner sent out a great blog post about this. ACPE does not require pharmacy schools to publish employment data as it relates to non-residency. So there's some things they have to talk about with residency and outcomes, but employment data is not one of them. Now, whether that's appropriate or not, and I have my own feeling about that, which is pretty strong, that's not my business. But what is my business is protecting the pre-pharmacy students I have at one of the largest community colleges in the country and one of the best in the country from predatory marketing and things like that. So I make sure to have the most current data available. So anyway, let me go into how Wisconsin does it and why I like it so much. So the way that they set it up is they have this graphic under pharmacy outcomes, and you can go to residencyhelp.com under jobs to get to this link. And 94% obtained employment within 6 months of graduation. And they have this little, maybe I went one page too far. So it was, here's their page, careers and outcomes, and then they've got student outcomes. And then they've got a more detailed page down here which is post-graduation placement. Employment within pharmacy, 34%. Residency, 55%. Other lost to follow-up, 11%. And obviously, they're one of the best schools in the country. So they are kind of pioneering what I think should happen, which is they have an employment survey completed by graduating students in May, where 11% they didn't know what they were going to do. And then they later interviewed them and said, hey, how are you doing now? And I think this is what really schools should do, which is if you want to build alumni, well, the first thing you should do is say, hey, is there anything we can do to help you? You've just graduated, wanted to make sure things are going okay with the job and residency. One of my favorite, or one of the clearest programs is Belmont. I think they are in Tennessee. Is that right? Yeah, Nashville, Tennessee. And they have this great thing where you can just figure out graduation rates, NAPLEX, MPJE, residency match rate, and employment residency success. And of the 66 graduates, 92% have either job, residency, employed in other setting. So 92%. Now, they don't tell me when this happened, but it's still so clear. One of the best websites absolutely for that. Okay. So anyway, the answer to the question, will I have a job? Well, I'm going to take it back to, it depends on what school you went to, not because of the school, but because of the people you're with. So if you're in a school that has a ton of people going to residency, well, the people you're with are probably much more clinically focused. If you're in a school that has a huge employment rate and not clinically focused, well, they're maybe more community focused. And that's just it. Okay. But let me answer that other question. I'm an international graduate. Can I do a residency? And I got this a bunch over this time. Houston Methodist, I think, is the number one for this. They accept, I believe, 2 international graduates for PGY1. They call it a PGY1 1G. And you can go to their website here, houstonmethodist.org/education/pharmacy/residency programs, and that will get you to that link. UIC also has an international pharmacy residency program, but I think there's some other caveats with that, so talk to them directly if you have questions. And University of Arizona also has a pharmacy residency program for international applicants, but I think they have some ties to specific countries. So again, if you've got questions about residency, LinkedIn, Facebook Messenger if we're friends, you can email me, aagara@dmac.edu. But I'm telling you, there's so many questions that I can answer that will save you a ton of heartache. That please take the time to answer it so that I can answer it for other people. I don't care what pharmacy school you're from. I can answer any question you have. And if I can't answer it, I have 4,000 Facebook friends that can, or 7,000 LinkedIn connections and so forth. So anyway, really, really want to help you. I know it's a scary time, stressful time. And if you still need help with your letter of intent, I won't judge. Just send it to me, or go to residencyhelp.com to see the process for getting help with that. Have a good weekend.